Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy midshipmen, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mids offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes one man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. At the 40, there he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
The give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Navy will have to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Navy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 35, he's open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense drags him down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the...
Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Navy quick to the line. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It'll be a draw. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Give to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. Want to know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there's nothing better.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll run it again. And he could not get loose on the run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got loose, it was all over. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Navy will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Fights off a defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. Now they have have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running with power. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to go up top on first down. The throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown by the Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Got his man in the middle.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Navy will have to punt it away. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. On the option. He'll pitch it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The give to the back. Smashes through. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Still on his feet. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Running back searching for a hole. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the tackler. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep moving. The Irish send out the punt unit and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll throw it on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Pickup of 13.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.